Now when you graduated from high school, you were offered a spot at Foreign Trade University as well as RMIT, and eventually you decided to select RMIT, right? Foreign Trade is a very prestigious school in Vietnam with many years of generating top leaders. Why did you choose RMIT over FTU?
The reason why I chose RMIT over FTU is because I want to learn in an international environment. So my 12 years of education, of prior education, were in Vietnamese educational system. So I want to try something new, and I also think that learning in an international environment will help me with learning English, which is something that I was lacking of at the moment. And at the same time, RMIT has a lot of great facilities. It has a great sport hall where you can do a lot of sports, and I really like the facilities center. I really like the facilities there. And at the same time, it also has the opportunity to go on exchange, which is something that I am very interested of. So because of all those reasons, I chose to study at RMIT. And I am very grateful for that decision.
Now, there is a stereotype that's been going around that, because RMIT is such a big international university in Vietnam, it also is referred to as the rich kid environment, where the cool hip kids are going to school. What are your thoughts on this comment that's been circulating around?
I am very aware of that stereotype about RMIT students, and I want to say that since I luckily don't have to pay the tuition, so I don't know if that stereotype can apply to me or not. But what I really like about RMIT University is diversity, and when I get into the school, I get to meet a lot of people coming from different backgrounds, who have different upcomings and who have different interests and different ideas in life, and you can get to meet a lot of people, and you can get to choose the people that you want to be with, that you want to be surrounded with. And I was very lucky and very fortunate to meet talented and goal-oriented and hardworking people who have inspired me a lot in my life.
What are some of your most memorable moments while you were a student? I know you kind of had to roll up your sleeves, get your hands and feet dirty sometimes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have a lot of great memories in RMIT, but the one that I want to mention right now is the time I got a 56 over 100 point on a course. So that's like the lowest grade you could get just to pass the test, just to pass the course, right? If I were unluckier, I would have already failed the course. So because people, when they think about me, they will think that I will always get like a straight A or good grades, but actually in that course I just nearly passed the test. I just nearly passed the exam, and that was also one of the courses that I worked the hardest to learn the material. And this course happened in my first year at the university as well. So when I received the test, I was very shocked and very upset as well, because this is one of the few times that happened to me in my life. But I wasn't really let down by it, and I tried to gather my courage and my motivation in order to work hard for the next semesters and to build up my GPA again. So what I'm trying to say is that in life there will be moments where you fall, but what matters is that you get the courage to stand up and to move on and to continue with your life.
Now, Phương Anh, I'm quite curious in terms of the roles of your parents and your family in really instilling this sense of responsibility, hard work, and good academics in yourself. So how had your parents or family helped you in this process?
I am very lucky to grow up in a family where everyone is supporting my dreams and my wishes and my ambition, especially my mother. She has always been my most favorite person on the planet, my greatest source of motivation and of support and of inspiration as well. And whenever I want to pursue something, especially in my studies, she will try her best for me to be able to pursue it, and that is something I am very grateful for.
Now, if you were to kind of recount a few moments of your young adult life and your student life, what would that be?
And I also was on an exchange semester in Iceland, thanks to RMIT. It was 6 months, and I was studying in University of Iceland. And I remember very well the day I was on the plane from Vietnam to Reykjavik, to the capital of Iceland, and it was, I think it was 26 or 28 hours of flight. And at the time, I was still having stitches in my teeth because I just removed my wisdom teeth. And it was a very memorable flight because I was really scared. It was my first time of living alone, of going to a place that I had no absolutely idea about, and I think that in that place the number of Vietnamese people can be counted on one hand. With me, I think maybe 6. So it was an entirely new experience for me, but I'm very glad that I was on that plane because I had learned so much about myself, about the world, and I had a lot of fun thanks to that exchange semester.
That's so interesting. You know, it's such, like, when you tell me that story, it just showcases to me that you know, the kind of international exposure that a student can get, right? The kind of international experience that somebody can get just by being in an Australian system, I think is quite phenomenal.